Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Enari and I am here with a different video, plant video. During this quarantine, I found my new love for plants. So I'm here with a plant video and I don't want this to be too long of an intro because I want you to actually watch it. So this is my ZZ plant. This plant is very easy to care for. So this is like the first plant you should get if you are new to being a plant mom or dad. ZZ plant is a really good plant to start off with, so I've heard. I have a few other plants as of right now. This was like my second or third one that I purchased. But yeah, so far so good. It's only been about a month since I've had this one. Okay, maybe less than a month. I've had this for about less than a month. But they say this is the easiest plant to take care of, and it looks fake, and it might as well be a fake plant because it's so easy to take care of. As for its appearance, as you can see, the ZZ plant itself is very shiny. Its leaves are very shiny. It kind of looks fake. It retains a lot of moisture in the stems and the roots itself. It holds a lot of moisture, as well as these little bulbs that we have in there. I'll go ahead and insert the footage over on this side. But it does have little bulbs. What are these bulbs called? These bulbs are called rhizomes. Oh my god, this plant is like in my mouth. So these bulbs that are in the plant as well are called rhizomes, and these retain so much moisture. And I'll get into that once we get into the watering topic. I'll go ahead and explain a little bit more of those little bulbs. As for lighting, ZZ plants do well in either low light or bright and direct light. However, they thrive in bright and direct light much more than low light, but they can tolerate both. That's another reason why these plants are so easy to care for, because if you leave it in low light area, it'll still grow. If you leave it in a bright and direct light, it'll probably grow quicker. And then another thing with the way that these plants grow, if you leave it growing and the light is hitting it, which direction was it? So if you're leaving it like this and the light is coming in this way, your plant is going to tend to grow that way towards the light. So it's best that every time you water or every other time you water, just turn it about 25% or so, just so it gets equal lighting and it grows upright, because that's what we want. As for watering the ZZ plant, it actually does not need to be watered as much as you would want to water it, or at least as much as I would like to water it. I would want to water my plants more often than I should, but can't do that with this plant, so I gotta let it just sit. ZZ plants can actually take the least amount of watering possible, just because it does have these rhizomes, and like we said, these hold a lot of moisture. After I got this plant and I watered it about one or two times, I totally forgot. I keep track of when I watered it and everything, just due to this incident that happened. But yeah, after one or two times of watering it, I realized that there was some white mold on the surface of the soil. I did some research on why the white fungus forms, and it said it's either being overwatered, poor drainage, or the soil is contaminated. So I went ahead and I looked up how to solve that problem, and they said to just pick it out, dig it out, and then sprinkle some cinnamon. And so that's what I did. And you probably see from the little footage, like that brown stuff, that's what that is, cinnamon. And this white fungus came back. Like, this footage of it is it when I already took it out. So it's coming back, and I don't like that. So that's why today I'm going to repot it. And I'll show you guys not how to repot it really, because I might be doing something wrong, but I'll go ahead and show you how I repot it, and I'll go ahead and I'll just tell you what I'm using. I actually got perlite. This perlite is used for to improve the drainage and to promote more airflow. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably put a ratio of that and the soil, probably about like not 50-50, but maybe like 30-70 or something like that, because there might be perlite in here. I don't know. I don't really see it. I don't know. I see what you see. Whatever that's what I see. A good pot to consider are terracotta plant, or A good pot to consider are the terracotta pots, and that's just due to the fact that the pot itself retains moisture and it allows for airflow and the water to seep through the walls of the pot and just provide much more better drainage for the plant itself. So I don't really like terracotta pots. I'll just stick to my plastic pots for now, but maybe eventually I'll give terracotta pots a plant. Maybe I will give terracotta pots a chance later on. So as for the humidity levels for the ZZ plant, it can pretty much adapt to any temperature, or I'm sorry, any humidity level. So if you want to keep it in your room, perfectly fine. Kitchen, perfectly fine. The only thing is that if it looks a little stressed out and the tips start to brown a little bit, then it might be due to the humidity. So with that, they said to put a saucer with pebbles and water, not to make sure that making sure that the bottom of the pot isn't submerged in the water, but to put a little bit of water and pebbles in the saucer, and also mist the leaves a few times a week just to help with the appearance of the plant due to the humidity. I haven't had that problem yet, so I haven't done that, but I also heard that that doesn't work. So I don't know, we'll try this together. And the next topic we're going to talk about is fertilizing the plant. Sure, my plant was fertilized before I got it. However, I am sure that the plant absorbed the nutrients. I mean, you should only fertilize it through the spring and the summer, and then stop in the fall and winter, just because that's its sleeping time. So, but then I've also heard that if you fertilize it and dilute it as much as possible, about to like a quarter of its use, then that'll be perfectly fine, because your plant will grow like no other, and that's what I want. I want my plant to grow like no other, so I'll probably be the one to fertilize it year round. But we're gonna learn together, and we're gonna see if this is okay. Yeah, since it is spring right now, I will actually be fertilizing it today or tomorrow. I'm gonna repot it today. Fertilizing a plant is for the reason that the nutrients that is in the soil has been absorbed already, so you got to keep feeding the plant, aka fertilizing the plant, for it to keep growing. So that's why we fertilize plants. Last but not least, the most important part, well, the most important for me, is pests, bugs. This plant right here attracts 0 bugs, and I didn't really know that upon buying it, but then I did more research, and then I'm like living with this, and it literally has no bugs at all. So mealybugs, no spider mites, no aphids. So that's really good, honestly. So that's another reason why they said that this plant is the best plant for beginners. So yes, no pests. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, put a number 3 in the description somewhere. Just put a number 3 if you made it all the way to the end, because I want to know if people be watching my videos all the way to the end. I don't really know how to read the algorithm yet for YouTube, but I mean, maybe I'll learn. But you know, just let me know if you like this video. Let me know how it was. I really hope you guys are staying healthy. I really hope you guys are staying indoors. If you are sick, stay home. You don't need to go out, but I hope you guys are mentally okay too, because people out here are really complaining at the plant. They are complaining at the fact that they're bored. Go read a book or something. You have this plant life thing is a hobby right now, and you know, this could be a hobby for you too. So just let me know if you like this video, and then I will go ahead and I will film another plant video, because I got a few more, and I ain't gonna stop buying them. Actually, I go to Lowe's just to buy plants. Thank you once again for watching this video, and let me know how you guys liked it. Okay, bye.